Sergey, the game with Aryan Tari the match actually is over. So in the first game, did you feel you were a bit in trouble in the out of the opening?
Well, I think that after the opening it was completely equal, but then I misplayed. I played h5. The move is which is positionally good, but tactically, I mean, he had some initiative, and I should not have done this, of course. And the critical move was queen f5 instead of bishop e5, and he was better. The question is how much, but. I mean, I should not have played h5. That's all.
But you spent actually quite a lot of time there, like for h5 and bishop f6. Like you were, we thought you were provoking him actually to play queen f5.
Well, I was actually believing that if I manage in this position to play kind of h5, queen d8, bishop f6, g6, then I can get slightly better position, because positionally his pawns are on the color of his bishop, let's say, and so positionally black can be slightly better, but tactically, I mean, I don't have enough time, and I wanted to play queen d8 instead of bishop f6, but then the problem was rook takes e6 was very dangerous, so that's why I played bishop f6, and queen f5 was very principal.
Yeah. So what could you play instead of h5 then? What else you were thinking?
Well, any positional move. Actually, I wasn't forced to play bishop e7. I could just take on e5, and I think it's just very, very drawish.
I see. So the second game, in Armageddon, you managed to outplay your opponent. How was it?
Well, it was some complicated opening, but then he misplayed, and he played probably few bad moves, and then I just won a few pounds, and later on, of course, it was much easier to play, especially when you can make a draw. But basically, I made it very long. I should have won much quickly, but anyway, I'm happy that I didn't spoil it.
Yeah, so is it on your background all the time that actually you can make a draw even when the position is like winning, feels winning?
Yes. I mean, I don't mind to make a draw, but the only point I started to think during the game, if I will get some blitz points if I win, so that might be some motivation.
I see. Did you have time also to follow the game between Nipomniachtchi and Carlsen? And you are one of the few people in this world who know this position so well. So what can you say about it?
Yeah, it was interesting position. Actually, I can say that we studied this kind of positions together with Kramnik before chess Olympiad in Khanty-Mansiysk 2010. So actually, it was a long time, but this bishop p6, bishop c8, we kind of spent some time on this line with him, and we thought it's holdable for black, and today we could see that probably we were right.
Okay, so you knew this position. Magnus said in the confessional booth that he wanted to play in Aronian style. What do you think he meant with white?
Actually, there was a game Aronian against Magnus, and I think Magnus played bishop e6, bishop c8 himself. So it's not something new for him. But basically, Levon is one of the also one of the best experts in Berlin with both colors. So he likes some different tricks, but sometimes it's not so easy to trick when you don't have queens, let's say.
And the last question is, are you following also performance of Gary Kasparov now in St. Louis and some other chess events?
No, actually, I didn't follow anything, even not at Chess Olympiad, not St. Louis, just nothing.
So then I'm not going to tell you what's happening.
I have no idea what's going on in the tournaments.
You play only your tournament and you're very concentrated, you want to say?
Yes, I am, and the only thing can make me, let's say, interesting is that if there can be some opening novelties, but I hope that my seconds will tell me about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Sergey. All the best tomorrow. You still play the game with Jan Nipomniachtchi.